Yo, what's grounded, everyone? It's your boy Johnny Gio. Welcome back to GP. On today's video, guys, I'm over here about to take off driving, but before I do that, I wanted to share with you guys something that I experienced in the past 2 weeks. This is why I haven't been recording any videos as of lately, and that is because I'm trying to get better at being a little more natural on camera. Really trying to focus on the content that I'm doing and just making it better overall, including I did add a mic onto my little setup that I have at home, so just watch out for that on the next video coming up. But on this video, I want to talk about how I received some feedback from somebody of younger age. It's like the age that I kind of want to reach out to, just because I want people to be aware within that age group. Like you really have to go into like alcohol or drugs knowing that it's a possibility that you could be addicted, or you could be like a binge user, and it could affect your life or impact it. For the most part, you know, some people have good experiences, but let's be honest, you know, we also have some negative experiences, things that happen to us, or you know, we start becoming, in a sense, somebody that we're not. That's kind of like in my situation, and that's why I like to talk about binge drinking and using drugs, because it impacted me in a negative way. It doesn't impact everybody like that, but some people do have negative impacts in their life because they overuse or don't know how to control their drug and alcohol abuse. And I could give a fuck about what people say about me, whether like, oh, you know, you're weak, you know, you can't hang, woo woo, this and that. Like that doesn't bother me at all, you know. In fact, like, that just shows me that, you know, like, yeah, you know, like, let's be honest, I couldn't hang. That's probably why I would do a gang of coke just to stay up, but then that coke would fuck with my head while I was drinking, and it would just be a complete mess. Not only that, you know, emotionally I was pretty unstable at the time. I was going through some shit. And if you haven't checked out my other videos on how I been alcohol and cocaine free for the past 4 years, going on 5 years, I recommend you watch that. I pretty much show you guys my guideline of the 4 steps that I took, and perhaps it could help you if you're not interested in, you know, the 12-step program or going to AA and stuff like that, because I understand it's not for everybody, but other people's situations are more crucial, and of course you do need that. You need to be hospitalized, you need to go to recovery centers and stuff like that. But if you feel like you're not there yet and you can do it on your own, by all means, you know, check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. I'll leave the link on the description below, so you guys can go ahead and just click that link and it'll take you straight to that video. But moving forward, so I got some feedback from a younger person. She was 19, and I really wanted her feedback just because I wanted to see what attracted that kind of age group is attention, and I wanted to see like how I could make my videos better. And boy, did she let me fucking have it. I was just like, damn, okay. I really went back and looked at my videos, and I was like, oh fuck, like, okay, I know what she's talking about. You know, everybody has their own opinion, and by no means am I trying to change my videos up to please one person or a specific age group. But if I can help people or kind of relate to them and kind of catch their attention, because, you know, let's face it, the younger generation is a little different, and if we want to reach out to them and help them, we kind of have to adapt to what they're intrigued by. So she she pretty much said, yo, you know, like, I'm just gonna be honest, like, your videos are boring. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, damn. She really let me have it with that one, just because I felt like my conversation is real deep, is really intriguing. But yeah, I guess it could be boring if you don't have alcohol or drug abuse problems, or if you can't really relate to it. she said the content was good, but I guess my energy wasn't enough. She says that I look a little uncomfortable on camera, and I could see that. I could see that, you know, I'm still starting off, and it's pretty tough being on camera, especially if you've never done it before and you're trying to work on it. Making YouTube videos, it's not easy, trust me. So she told me that. She also told me that the camera angle is pretty bad, just because you see like only my face. Like it's like a straight face right there, boom, like it's just me. And I could see that too. I went back and I checked it out, and I was like, oh well, I could see that. She also mentioned that I could make things a little bit more like funny. I mean, this is not a funny subject, but you know, I guess entertaining. I don't know how I could try to entertain people. I am gonna look into creating graphics for my channel. I just got a new app to help me edit videos. So this app is pretty cool, and I'm paying for it now. I didn't get the cheap version, so I'm gonna be adding some new graphics onto my videos. Hopefully you guys check those out. And another thing, she says that I'm pretty stiff, that like I'm not comfortable on camera. So in that angle that I was shooting most of them, I guess I can't really do much movement, just because it's just my face and like from my neck up. So you know, you can't really see the rest of my body language. So I guess I'm gonna be making videos either from the waist or from the chest up now, just to not make it as awkward, and I'm not like stiff looking at the camera and shit like that. She did mention to stop looking at the camera so much, and while I was getting feedback from her, I was like, well shit, like, are you a fucking YouTube pro? Like, do you have your own videos? Let me see your shit. But at the same time, I was like, can't be thinking like that, you know. It doesn't matter. Like, this is a viewer. You don't have to be a professional to be giving feedback, because as a viewer, you know what you're attracted to, you know what would make you click off of a video, and you know what just doesn't work. You know, again, everybody's different, but at the end of the day, I really appreciated her feedback. And a lot of people would give me really positive, really inspiring feedback, in a sense where like it motivated me to keep going and make more videos. And it's not that I don't appreciate that, but for some reason I appreciated this just a little bit more, just because it's making me go even further out of my comfort zone, and it's making me really think about like the content that I'm doing. At one point, before she told me any of this, I was like, oh bro, you're the shit, man. Like, you already got 100 subscribers, you're getting all kinds of likes, and you know, the way you're talking about things is great, people like it, and woo. And this kind of made me take a step back and say, oh, hold up, nah bro, like you got a long way to go. You got to be humble and get back on your grind. You know, get back, try new things, learn a little bit more of what you're talking about. And so that's what I'm doing, and that's the hold up pretty much for why I haven't put out a video. So the next video coming up is going to be about my second year alcohol and cocaine free, and the experiences that I went through in the second year. It's a little bit more positive than the first year. I had to lay it out for you guys. On the first year, you know, it was kind of negative, but it was real. It's shit that you got to get accustomed to, because I'm not gonna tell you, yo, your first year not drinking is like, it feels great, it's so amazing. Like, there's some stuff you're gonna have to go through and say, whoa, like, I'm really going through it right now. I can't believe a life without alcohol is like this. And it varies from person to person, but it was just my experience. So second year, a little bit more on the positive note. So that's gonna be the second video coming up next. It's probably gonna be inside my little setup that I have with the mic, so the sound quality should be a little bit better. Well, that's pretty much it for this video, just because I wanted to cover that, let you guys know what's going on with me right now. Yeah, that feedback was really helpful. Thank you so much if you're watching this video for giving me that feedback. And it's funny because after I told a couple of my friends what she told me, some were like, nah dude, she's tripping, and then some people were like, well yeah, this and that.
And I was like, why didn't you fucking tell me that? Like, why did somebody else have to fucking tell me that?
And at the end of the day, people or your friends, you know, they want to keep you inspired. They want to keep you striving to do better. But sometimes, like David Goggins says, like, you really have to know the fucking dead ass truth as to where, like, you know, I'm sorry if I offend you in any way, but if people say, you know, like, oh, don't worry, you know, you're not fat, like, you're just fluffy, you're just big boned, and in reality you're like fucking 200 pounds overweight, like, that's not servicing you. You know what I mean? So sometimes you really gotta hear the raw, uncut, like, straight to the point, like, yo bro, like, you gotta step your game up. Like, people just being nice, and even though your content is good and it's gonna help somebody out there, you could always level up. You know what I mean? You can always level up to whatever it is that you're doing. So be critical of yourself and let other people give you their criticism, their constructive criticism. All right guys, so other than that, hope you guys catch my other videos. Peace out.